JPS customers can expect lower bills in the new year. Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced over the weekend that the general consumption tax on electricity will be slashed from the current 15% to 7%. The reduction will take effect after the next budget in March 2025. Additionally, the PM said there will be an incentive for customers who use 200 kilowatts or less each month. JPS is also set to introduce time of day, which will allow customers to get better rates by arranging how they use electricity in off-peak hours. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister says pensioners who've had their water supply disconnected for 2 years or more because of unpaid bills will have their debts forgiven by the National Water Commission. Customers who are assessed as being in need based on PATH standards will also have their debt forgiven. The Prime Minister also added that the government will waive the reconnection fee to provide relief to people facing high water bills due to major leaks. The amnesty period will begin on January 2 and will last for 3 months. The Bank of Jamaica pumped $90 million into the market last week to help meet demand and stop the Jamaican dollar from reaching 160 to 1 US. The JMD closed Friday at $157.96. It had been slowly approaching the 160 mark over the past several weeks, hitting a high of $159.76 on November 19. The BOJ also announced its third consecutive interest rate cut. This brings the base rate down to 6.25%. The move follows Jamaica's annual inflation dropping to a 3-year low of 4.9% in October. Sygnus Credit Investments is offering 2 new classes of preference shares to raise 5 billion Jamaican dollars, or about 30 million US. The new shares are cumulative redeemable shares, which means the company can buy them back after a certain period, in this case after 15 years. According to the prospectus, the share price for the Class H preference shares is 100 JMD per share, with an interest rate of 10%. The Class I preference shares have an 8% interest rate and cost $10 per share. Sygnus said the funds will be used to repay $11 million worth of debt and support its upcoming projects in Jamaica. Wigton Energy is one of 2 companies selected for the Generation Procurement Entity's 100 megawatt renewable energy contract. This will see Wigton installing Jamaica's largest solar energy facility in Clarendon. Wigton CEO Gary Barrow said the project highlights the company's strategic shift into multiple forms of renewable energy, not just wind. Shareholders agreed in October to change the company's name from Wigton Wind Farm to Wigton Energy. The euro fell to the lowest level in 2 years last week, falling below equal value with the US dollar. The currency fell after data showed business activity in the bloc's 2 biggest economies, France and Germany, declined more than expected. Over the past 3 months, the euro has been one of the worst performing currencies across the group of 10. According to economists, the prospect of harsh tariffs under a Donald Trump presidency in the US risks dealing a blow to the region's export-dependent economies.